Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Sian. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. There are a whole host of different types of videos. I'm sure there'll be something on here that you would like to see. Today I'm here to tell you about what to do in the summer holidays with your children. The idea of 6 weeks spreading out in front of you of just having to entertain small humans or big humans is quite daunting. It's certainly daunting for me. I find it hard because obviously I run a business as well, so running a B&B is very stressful in the summer with the children around. But here is a list of things that you can do with your children that are not necessarily expensive, but will keep them occupied. So I hope you find these useful. Number one is the bored jar. This is a jar for when they're bored, they can reach in, pick an activity. This one says photograph 6 different flowers. The idea is there's lots of different activities in here, from go to the park, play on your bikes. The photographing flowers one is actually really good because you can just give them an appropriate camera. Obviously I've got one which is waterproof and it doesn't matter if it gets bashed, so I can give them that and they go outside and take some pictures, and actually they really enjoy that activity. So this kind of board jar, activity jar, works really well. You can get them to decorate the jar, you can get them to write the activities inside. You can also put things in here which help you out, like wash the car. So there's, you know, this jar works both ways and I definitely recommend it. Next up is scrapbooks. This is the first year we're going to do scrapbooks. These were £1 from B&M. Let me show you inside one. They have got loads of different pages. They're massive. But the idea is that they can write a diary of their holidays and just what they've done each day. They can put in, say, tickets from a bus or a train or places you've visited. All that kind of stuff can go into their scrapbook for the holidays, and actually by the end of the holidays, if they can keep it up and if you can keep it up, it will be a really nice kind of memory of what you did that holiday. So as I say, these were £1 in B&M, which isn't too bad. I also got the kids a pencil case each, and I've put a couple of pens, new pens and like ruler and glue and things like that inside the pencil cases, just because I'm quite lucky this year. My mum is taking one child for a week and my dad is taking the other. So the idea is that they're going to take these with them for that week, and they're going to write what happens, what they do with their grandma and granddad, and it kind of is nice for me to be able to see what they've done whilst I wasn't there. Obviously it helps me out immensely because we're really busy in the B&B week that they're gone, so I just don't have to kind of worry about them during that week, and I don't have to feel guilty that I'm not doing stuff with them. The third thing is baking. If you don't necessarily like baking, you could make a fridge cake like a tiffin, or you could do Rice Krispie cakes or cornflake cakes. All that kind of stuff that kids love to do. They love getting their hands in, they love getting involved. It's not particularly messy, there's a fair amount of chocolate, but they enjoy it and you get to eat something at the end of it, which is always a win for me. Number 4, going to the park or the river or for a walk around nearby. We're quite lucky to live in a very picturesque place. We have a local park, we have a river that's like half a mile away, and we also have some lovely walks around reservoirs, and that's kind of a really nice thing for us to do. It doesn't cost us any money unless there's an ice cream van, but it also takes up quite a lot of time. Number 5 isn't a cheap option. It is to check whether there are any school holiday clubs in your area. We're very lucky. We have a really good one which does sports. They entertain the kids from 9 till 3 o'clock, and for me it's amazing. The children tend to go twice a week, sometimes 3 times. So I still get my time with them in the week, but I also get the time to work, to turn the B&B around, to get beds made, to clean, all the stuff that actually is really important, and I get to do it without feeling guilty that I'm not spending that time with them. Number 6 is sports day, and this is one of my favourite things that I did as a child. We used to get garden canes and put them on top of buckets and create like hurdles across the garden. We used to take it in turns to run this hurdle course or assault course. If you've got like an old bag or something they can stand in, to do the sack races, all kinds of races that they can do outside and just have fun outside. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a supervised thing, but if they're going to be competitive, I would definitely advise kind of overseeing it, because I know what my children like when they get competitive. Number 7 is to do experiments. We got this fantastic book, How to Be a Scientist, and inside it has all these different kind of ideas of how to make things, how to experiment. It's normally stuff you find around the house. Making mould, I mean, that's pretty exciting. You get to see it grow. Obviously that's one that takes a little bit of time. There's cleaning coins. There's all kinds of different experiments in here. You can even make a tornado. And stuff like this is really, you know, you can just go to this book and say, right, what we're going to do today, let's do some experiments. And maybe you don't say it in that tone because they probably think experiments aren't going to be fun. But this book makes science fun, and I would definitely recommend either this book or something like it for something to do during the holidays. Number 8, chill out days. Just as it's important to fill the days with things, it's also important to have some chill out days where you don't have to do anything, because the kids have been at school all year long, they're tired, you're tired, and if the activities that you're doing with them are making you tired, then it's likely it's making them tired too. So have some chill out days. It's okay to spend like an afternoon in front of the TV, or have a pyjama day at home where you just play with toys inside the house. It's okay to do that, and to be honest, it's very beneficial for all of you to just do that. I think this is number 9, but I've got a little bit lost along the way, so let's hope that it is. And 6 weeks is a really long time to have off school. It's a long time to not be doing maths or English. So this one for me is something that I think children should be doing, not necessarily on a daily basis, but certainly a few times a week. I've bought my children these English Made Easy and Maths Made Easy books. And these are linked to the national curriculum, and they just have various things inside to keep them busy, kind of school books basically. They get a gold star when they finish each one, which makes it a little bit more exciting. But I just think it's really important that kids still keep up with some level of schoolwork. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be like working them to the grindstone, but I really think that it's important to keep learning during the school holidays. Finally, number 10, if all else fails, let them be bored. Being bored is a really important thing that children have to learn, that they can't always be entertained. They have to learn how to entertain themselves, how to think up some way of keeping them occupied, whether it's reading a book, playing games. It's really important for them to have to come up with that, as well as kind of you offering them other things to do. But sometimes they need to know that you can't decide everything for them, and that they can decide what they want to do, and they can come up with ideas themselves and entertain themselves basically. Right, that's it. Those are my 10 tips for entertaining children throughout the school holidays. Really hope you found some of them useful, if not all of them. If you have, give us a big thumbs up. If you would like to, then please subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Alright, bye.